I promised you guys the deets between the Bambu Lab P2S and the Bambu Lab X2D. I own them both. Let me show you. Oh yeah, and this is going to be kind of a longer video, so if you can't watch it right now, save it to your favorites by clicking right there, and then come back and revisit, okay? Da 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 da! P2S X2D! So after playing around with it for about 9-10 days, I don't keep track, but we have been playing around with it, and I've got some pretty good talking points on whether or not you would want to put a P2S or whether or not you would want to put an X2D in your Bambu lineup or lineup in general. The Bambu Lab P2S retails at $7.99. That is with the combo, that AMS unit, okay? That prints 4 colors. It has 1 print head that all 4 colors share, meaning that you're gonna be dealing with a lot of printer poop or flush or purging from the material having to come out of the nozzle to make room for the other colors, okay? On the X2D, not only do you have the AMS set up here, but you also have the Bowden extruder on the side, in addition to the 2 nozzles on the extruder. On the X2D, there is also an exclusion zone. I stand corrected in the last video that I spoke about the Bambu Lab X2D. There is an exclusion zone on one side of the build plate, so you lose some build volume when you use both nozzles, which is kind of unfortunate. And for $100 more, you do technically have 2 different colors that have literally no poop, if not maybe micro amounts of poop, right? As an example, we did a 2-color snow leopard pocket pet, okay? I had to lose an entire row of these pocket pets that I've printed on my P1 series printers for a very long time. I move it over to the X2D, not only did I lose an entire row of these pocket pets, but I also gained 2 hours because the Bowden extruder, the outside extruder, the one that you mount your filament to the outside of the printer, that particular extruder has to retract to lay down the other color a little bit. And that retraction ended up costing more time than it did if you just ran it through an AMS unit and dealt with the poop. So at the end of the day, the type of person that's gonna wanna get a Bambu Lab X2D is gonna be the type of person that's using multiple materials. Now we're talking shoes. If you print the TPU like this and then you use the PLA for your supports, if you're printing engineering materials and you need to have those overhangs, the supports under the overhangs have a real tight tolerance. If it's imperative that your model has clean support removal, then you would use a PETG interface layer. The X2D would come into play and end up saving you time and material in the long run. Will we be adding more X2Ds to our farm lineup? The answer is no. No, because it is not a production device for the case uses of what we print in our stores. Okay. I also would not recommend it to a person first starting 3D printing. I would much rather recommend you try the P2S, try an A1 combo. They are more user-friendly for beginner 3D printers. The X2D is really more for engineering and printing multi-material prints. So if you like this kind of content, drop a follow over here. My team and I, we have 2 retail stores in 2 states. We know a little bit about 3D printing. If you have any questions, send us a DM, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear your feedback. Hope that helps. Have a great night. Love you. Bye.